Hello friends, I am Dr. Sumedh Ramteke, consultant cardiologist working in Nagpur. Today I am going to teach you how to calculate heart rate on ECG. If you like this video, then please do subscribe my channel and share it to the maximum people. Thank you. The first method is square counting method. In this, when ECG recorded with a speed of 25 mm per second, in that case, the 1 large square corresponds to 300 beats per minute heart rate, 2 large square corresponds to 150, 3 large square corresponds to 100, 4 large square corresponds to 75. So counting of every large square is performed from one QRS complex to the following one. The first large square denotes 300, the next one denotes 150, 3 large square denotes 100, 4 large square denotes 75, and so on. If the speed of ECG is 50 mm per second, you can use this sequence, but in this case, you should count every 2 large squares. Another method in which heart rate is calculated by dividing 1500 by number of small squares. So here number of small squares are 25 in between 2 QRX, so 1500 by 25 is equal to 60, or 300 divided by number of large squares, that is 300 divided by 5 equals to 60 beats per minute. If the ECG speed is 50 mm per second, then divide 3000 by number of small squares, or divide 600 by number of large squares. The another method is marker method, is best for calculation of heart rate in patients with irregular rhythm. In this, we have to count the number of QRS complexes during 6 seconds and multiply it by 10. So on ECG recorded with a speed of 25, 30 large squares corresponds to 6 seconds. So in 30 large squares, we have to count the number of QRS complexes. Here it is 5 QRS complexes, and we have to multiply that with 10. Another method is determination of heart rate is based on calculation of RR interval. At first, you should calculate RR interval, then count the number of small square and multiply it by 0.04 if ECG speed is 25, or multiply by 0.02 if ECG speed is 50 mm per second. Then divide 60 by the RR interval measured in seconds. So very simply we can explain heart rate calculation with the help of rhythm, that is regular or irregular. First of all, we have to decide whether it is regular or irregular. So in regular rhythm, calculate heart rate by dividing 300 by number of large boxes between two R waves. Here 300 divided by 4, that is 75 per minute is the heart rate, or we can use heart rate equals to 1500 divided by number of small boxes between two R waves. So here it is 1500 divided by 20, that equals to 75 beats per minute. In case of irregular rhythm, we have to calculate number of QRS complexes in between 30 large boxes, that is 6 seconds. So heart rate is calculated by QRS complexes in 30 large squares or 30 large boxes multiplied by 10. So here it is 12 QRS complexes are there. So 12 multiplied by 10 is equal to 120 beats per minute is the heart rate in this patient. If you like this video, then please do subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.